so I thought I would show you what we eat on a normal basis, just to share a little bit of behind the scenes with you. I wanted to come back today also and say my good deed for yesterday, my act of kindness. I actually gave someone $5 just because they were in need, so I really, regardless of what they do with the money, on my part, I did the right thing, and that's what we're trying to teach you, is to do the right thing no matter what. No matter if people aren't kind, if people are kind, just to do the right thing, because you can teach them and guide them to be better people. Okay, so let's go over what we bought at Costco today. So we have our milk. It's going to be 2%. We drink 2% in our house, me and my husband. Then we got bread. That's more my husband's department, but I do eat egg sandwiches. A lot of times we'll eat egg sandwiches. This is street tacos from Costco. That's going to be our dinner tonight. It's just chicken and some kind of Mexican marinade with all the things that you'll need for it. So this is really handy. Stuff like this is good for people that don't like to cook. So you always have to have your fruits and veggies. These are some of our favorites. We'll put these on tacos a lot of times, or we'll make salads. Sometimes we'll just slice a tomato and eat it like that. Bananas is something quick that you can grab. In the morning, or for a snack, even for like a lunch, you can have 2 bananas and some peanut butter and call it a day. This is my secret. Whenever I get a salt craving, I usually go for a pickle. A pickle, like for instance, has, you'll never see this usually, 0 calories. Here is also a guilty pleasure. We usually keep these filled up in our candy dish in the house. So if you get a little sweet tooth, instead of going grab something major, you can just grab a handful of these. But always watch your portions still with stuff like this. You want to only have, 5 or 6, not 20. So that's kind of the goal, is to hit that sweet craving, but with nothing too calorie dense. Ice cream. So this is another good idea. Let me close the fridge real quick. This is another good idea. Look in the popsicle section. Like, these are icy popsicles. So if you get a sweet craving, calories, 60. You can't beat that. 60 calories for a snack. It's something sweet. It's cold for the summertime. If you like ice cream, this is a good alternative. Something like a banana bar or orange bar or something like this. So just pay attention to your labels when you are in the cold section. You can't have cold treats. You just have to watch ice cream, especially because it's very calorie dense. So with the bread earlier, we have turkey and we have tortillas, so you can make wraps or you can make a sandwich. That's an easy lunch that is calorie friendly. So we don't try to over cream our coffee, because that can be something that can ruin someone's diet. So we'll get the whipped cream. It's 15 calories per serving versus your creamer is going to have a lot more calories. So this is just like a little treat that you can do for yourself if you're trying to watch your calories and not over sweeten your coffee, and make it a little sweeter in a more productive way. One box down. So I'm going to give you guys a little secret for tacos. It's not the healthiest secret, but it is delicious. If you mix pretty much half sour cream, half cream cheese, and use that as a replacement instead of just sour cream on your tacos, game changer. Like, this will hit your sweet taste bud, and it'll really satisfy your whole palate, like the savory, the sweet, the salty. So this for a taco spread, 50-50 mix, or even like I make a taco dip and everyone's like, what do you put in it? What do you put in it? It's this. This is some ground beef. We do have chicken as well. I didn't buy any chicken because we already have some. And we have our taco seasoning in bulk. This is a game changer, so you don't have to always be chasing your tail for taco seasoning. Then they have this at Costco. It is a veggie medley, and it's just mixed veggies in individual bags. You can put them in the microwave or you can cook them on the stovetop. This is a really good meal. You can grab a chicken breast, put it on the George Foreman, and then add this. You're guaranteed to start to slim down for summer, hopefully. Then I always say treat yourself. So let's see the damage I did with this. This is little yogurts with M&Ms and Oreos. The one with the M&Ms is 180 calories. The ones with the Oreos is 170. So it's not the best snack, but it's also not the worst snack. So this is just one of those things that you can have a couple times a week, or, you know, maybe just once a week if you're really trying to, you know, keep a tight edge on your diet. More fruits. These are little small oranges. These are actually mandarins. They're good to just grab at night if you're having a little sweet tooth. This is a good healthy snack. You get some vitamins, you get some minerals, and they'll just overall, snacks like this will make you feel better in the long run. Diet Dr. Pepper, it's not the best choice, but it's better than drinking regular Dr. Pepper. If you are a soft drinker, I recommend no non-diet drinks. Non-diet drinks are just sugar water, and if you're trying to watch your calories, you're just really making a bad move by drinking a Coke or a Dr. Pepper. So this has some controversy with chemicals, but you know, that's your decision to make. If you want to take that chance with the chemicals, the aspartame that is in diet drinks, you should do your research and, you know, just pay attention to stuff like that, because it is important, and some people take it more importantly than others. So it's just one of those things, you have to choose your battle. Another box down. Then this is our weekend sweet treat. Not all the time, but we do have them on the weekend, sometimes Saturday or Sunday mornings. So this is not an ideal breakfast every day, but this is something that I grew up with. It's nostalgic, and we try to make a good decision for lunch or supper if we eat these for breakfast. And sometimes we'll even eat these for supper or lunch. Usually we only eat 2 meals in this house. Food's very expensive, if people haven't noticed. Then we have our coffee creamer. We use this, and then we use our whipped cream to suffice for the lack of creamer, because creamer is very calorie dense and whipped cream or Cool Whip is not. So just to give your brain and your taste buds some excitement, add a couple pumps of this and then some whip on top. This is my hubby's empty calorie dreams. I don't know if anyone is familiar with eating crackers and milk. He basically puts crackers in a cup, crushes them up, adds milk and sugar, granulated sugar, but I don't buy it anymore because he would just eat so much of the granulated sugar. That's really, really, really bad for you. So now he just has his crackers and his milk, empty calories, but that's his decision. Then we have our water. You always have to have water. The more water, the better. Also, another bad habit, but if you do it in moderation, that's okay. Sometimes we'll do toast and chocolate milk, and as long as you just do it on occasions. This is a big one though, so this will usually last us about a year. So we always have chocolate milk on deck if we're like my husband, he's still confused with you can drink your calories still. So I'm like, no, let's not have another snack tonight. And then he'll be like, okay, I'm gonna have a glass of chocolate milk. It's still calories, but we're working on that. Everybody's human. So just be patient and just slowly try to change things and be better about the choices that you make. And this is the only way to keep my husband in portion size for his chips. If he sits down with a big bag of chips, he will literally eat almost the whole thing, and that's just crazy. So we buy the portion size, so you can't really, it doesn't give you a lot of room to mess up. It helps you know what a portion size is supposed to be, so you can't act ignorant whenever you do get a big bag. So this is just something that we'll eat with like our sandwiches or just for a little late night snack. Another box gone. Then this is actually what we've been eating most nights. It's a little pre-packaged meal. So for instance, this one is 490 calories. This one is a higher calorie one because it's pasta. They do have like zucchini pasta alternatives and stuff like that, but it's portion sized meals, and me and my husband have been eating them. They're $7 a piece and they're really, really delicious. They're locally made, so they're never frozen, and it just makes dinner so much less stressful, and we don't have to worry about who's picking up food or who's cooking, and it's portioned out for us, because that's really where we struggle, is on portions. So these things are awesome. If you have a local shop that does portion sized meals, I would highly, highly recommend it. Alright guys, so that just made me a little hungry, so I think I'm gonna go have a cup of coffee and maybe a little snack and wait for my hubby to get home. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you learned something. It's all about making small changes. Like, we've been eating fudge rounds for the past month, so we decided to buy healthy snacks this time, you know, so just don't give yourself a lot of margin for error, because if you give yourself some grace, a lot of times we'll take advantage of that. So don't take advantage. Hold yourself accountable. Pay attention to what you're putting in your body, and also watch your portion sizes and drink as much water as possible. All right.